Hi everyone, hope you are doing well. So today we'll be looking at the data provider. Uh, how we can take the help of ChatGPT, OpenAI, as well as GitHub Copilot, and we'll see how we are writing before the data provider, and now how this generative AI and the GitHub Copilot. The making our life easier. So, in order to start, let's understand what a data provider is. Data provider is a mechanism which allows the test data to your test method that we can pass different sets of input data in a single go with the help of the data provider. So let's see how we are writing uh, before with this data provider. And if you see here, this is a simple pom.xml file, and I need to download the testng maven dependency. If you see here, this is the testng maven dependency. I can directly go copy and paste inside my pom.xml. Let me verify it whether it is downloaded or not. If you see here, this testng 7.8.0 jar is already available. Okay, now let's go to our test case and let me create one test class like login page test. Okay, let's see, this is my test class. This is created. Let me create another page class which should be the business logic login page. I can direct put it as a login page. So what is our scenario? This is my test method. Okay. Let's import the dependency test method. Now let me name it as a public void login page test. Okay, what I need to do here, okay, I'll be passing the parameters later, but let me put the parameter string username and string password. Okay, so let me print it as well that what is the username being passed inside the login page test method. This is my login page test method, and what I can print username and password I will be printing in my business logic. Okay, now what I need to create, I need to create one business class here, public void login, and this is the string username, string password, and what I can do here, I can just put a print method that it is inside the login page, the main business page, and let's print the values of the username and password. Username, let me put like this, username, then it will next will be my password. Let me put it here. Okay, so username is set and this password is set, and this is my login pay test method. Now I need to provide the test data for this. How? Okay, before that let me create one instance as well. login page, login is equal to new login page. Then what I need to call the login method, login, then the method name login page. Okay, this is the method name which I need to let me change the instance name here for better clarity. Log dot this method is not visible. Let me see. Login page is start here. Okay. Dot login username and password. So what I'm doing here, I have annotated with this test method. This is my test class and this is my business logic. Generally we separate the test class and the business logic. Okay, and I'll be passing the test data from here with the help of the data provider. Now in order to write data provider, we know we need to specify the data provider. Say this data provider is get data, and I have to explicitly specify the data provider method. Let me import it. Data provider is imported. Then I can give a name as well here. Name equal to, say, let's give the name. Then as we know, data provider return a object array. Let me put it, create a object array method, say get data. Okay, then I can create a new object array as well. Data equal to new object. Let me specify the size. I want to create 5 rows. Okay, and the number of columns will be 2. Okay, so I'll be providing 5 username and password, and that's why I require 2 columns and 5 number of rows. That's why I created 5 by 2 matrix. Now return data, and let's fill the data inside it. Zero. Okay, let's give the name first row, first column, that is the first username, it is the test. Now let me put the second one, 0 1 equal to similarly test. Let's put it as a test 1. Okay, now we need to copy to the 5 times, 2 3 4 5. Let's see why this error is syntax error. Okay, now the error is gone because I missed this bracket. Now let's fill up the data for the first row and put it as 2. Then for second row, put it to second row first column. And then third row, put it as sorry, this is the fourth row because you started from 0. Now finally put the data for the fifth one. Okay, now let's try to uh, understand it again. This is my test class. It is calling my business logic, which is written here inside the page. It is printing the username and password, and we are fetching around 5 set of username and password with the help of data provider. Okay, so when we will be running these test cases, this data should be uh, passed on to the test method, which in turn will call the business classes, and all should be displayed. Let me run it. Okay, I have run it as a Maven test, and if you see here, it has printed the username and password, and it is first hitting the login page test, then it is going to the business logic, and it is displaying all the username and password which we have uh, put as an input. Okay, now let's try to do similar thing with the help of ChatGPT.